One of the most requested things for Splatoon 3 that I see in my comments all the time is more customization options. Now, we definitely have a lot more in this game, which is fantastic, but it seems like originally they may have planned to go even further with the customization when we start up the game. And potentially this is something they could still bring out sometime in the future, although of course there are no guarantees. This data mine is a few months old now, so you might already know about some of it, but honestly, it didn't really circulate as much as it should have, so I wanted to bring it up again. This was first reported by the Big Sad Cad, who said apparently Splatoon 3 was planned to have the option for freckles or scars on your Inkling/Octoling, but the idea was scrapped. The textures are still in the files though, so here's what they look like on a model. So, two very interesting customization options that we didn't end up getting in the final game. Freckles and then also scars. Now, I definitely think these would have both been really popular and heavily used by players, but for some reason or another Nintendo didn't decide to add them to the version of the game that we currently play, and in fact to even further stamp this out, Nintendo apparently took out the files for this early on. That isn't to say though that they couldn't be saving this feature for a future update, it could even come with something like the DLC. But there is definitely no guarantees on that part. Dime Creeper also gave us a look at these in the actual game itself, which is really cool. Here you can see all of the different sets of what they would look like on the player character. And you can also see exactly what it would look like zoomed in here as well, which gives you a much better idea of how the freckles would look on your player. I have freckles in real life, so I would have loved to have had this on my Splatoon character finally. I'm a little bit sad that this isn't in the game. It's definitely a customization option that I would have loved to have had. Dime Creeper also shared this for all of the scars as well, so here you can see us going through all the different sets. And then once again, a zoomed in look as well at what the scars would look like on your character. It's actually pretty similar to what Shanks from One Piece has, and I wonder if that is some kind of very subtle reference. There are lots of references to pop culture in Splatoon, so I would think they might do something like that. So yeah, I can imagine these customization options would have been really popular, and I wonder why Nintendo didn't decide to add them to the final game. I guess like I said earlier, it could be something that they are working on for the future, and we might still see this as an update later on, which would be really fantastic. Or it could even be something that we see in a future Splatoon game. That's happened with data mine content before, where we saw it in the first game, and then it ended up coming much later. Let me know what you think about these customization options down in the comment section below, and what other types of customizations would you like to see added to the game in the future? I know that a lot of you are going to want to see more stuff for Octoling, so I'd love to hear your ideas. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Freckles Gang down below so I know that you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on channel notifications. I'm trying to hit 20k subscribers before the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate it.